The Grand Canyon is a land of indescribable beauty, breathtaking landscapes, and powerful rivers that carve out history spanning millions of years. The Colorado River has cut through the American Southwest, creating the largest canyon on the planet and one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The colossal river continues deeper, pulling rocks and sand into its waters, building surging rapids that were once thought unnavigable. Today, it is the premier rafting adventure in North America, and we waited 14 years for the chance to challenge its power. From May 15th to May 31st of 2009, our group of friends had the chance to raft the mighty Grand Canyon. In the course of this video, we will share with you some of the canyon's beauty and our adventures. We will be showing several images from each day and hope that you will enjoy a glimpse at what John Wesley Powell described as the most sublime spectacle on earth. But before we launch into the first rapid, let me introduce the group. To begin, we have Nelson Trichler, permit holder and trip leader, his wife Sherry Trichler, son David, and daughter Michelle, Scott Hannay and his wife Lindsay, along with Robert Kitts and Sam Johnson, veteran rowers Jeremy Dawson, Jim Gribble, and Chuck Chambers, Cindy Smith, Ken Nash and his wife Lauren, David Owens and his wife Laura. Joining us on at Phantom Ranch were Jeff Wazalewski, Pierre Burns, and Jeff Dunham and his wife Karen. Together, this group of friends and family successfully navigated the unforgettable, harsh terrain that we became so close to. This truly was the trip of a lifetime.
Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Taking to the highway and leave your cares behind. Going to the country. Get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. I guess you could say I'm getting away from the lights, away from the noise and buildings that darken the sky. Something about the country style that puts you in a trance. That's country living. Someday I hope to have some land and raise a family out in the country. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Gotta get away for a while to
Immediately below Lee's Ferry, the cliffs began to rise on both sides of the river. Like a series of colossal wedges sliding beneath each other, the rock strata that formed the canyon walls appeared. As each formation emerged at water level, seeming to push the other formations upward, the cliffs increased in height and soon they towered 2,000 feet overhead. Richard Wallace.
Thank you. They're big rafts, and all I could afford was this little one.
Have you tried it before?
I've tried it on perfectly flat water.
From this prison, Lord help me get away. 'Cause only you can save me now from this misery. I've been lost in my own place, and I'm getting weary. How far is heaven? And I know that I need to change my ways of living. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? I've been locked up way too long in this crazy world. How far is heaven? And I'll just keep on praying, Lord, and just keep on living. How far is heaven? Yeah, Lord, can you tell me? How far is heaven? 'Cause I just gotta know how far, yeah. How far is heaven? Yeah, Lord, can you tell me? Tú que estás en alto cielo, échame tu bendición.
As we floated through the pool, I looked toward the rapids and was startled to see, down where the rumbling and roaring were at their loudest, the river dropped out of sight. From one bank to the other, there was a flat sheet of water, but beyond that, nothing. Richard Wallace.
When the sun comes up on a sleepy little town down around San Antonio, and the folks are rising for another day, round about their home. The people of the town are strange, and the proud of where they came. Where you talking about the town I go? China go. Well, the preacher and the teacher, no, they are caution. They are the talk of the town. When the gossip gets to flying, they ain't lying. When the sun goes falling down, they say that the father's insane. Dear Mrs. Perkins again. We're talking about the China Road. China Road. Every day there's a new thing coming. The ways of the Orient view. The sheriff and his buddies with a samurai sword. You can even hear the music at night. And though it's a part of the Lone Star State, people don't seem to care. They just keep on looking to the east.
It's only day 2 or 3 or 4.
Oh, 16.
Already forgot.
already lost
Doesn't
track.
matter.
The river turns and seems enclosed by a wall set with 1,000,000 brilliant gems. On coming near, we find fountains bursting from the rock high overhead, and the sunshine forms the gems which bedeck the wall. The rocks are covered with mosses and ferns and many beautiful flowering plants. We name it Vassey's Paradise in honor of the botanist who traveled with us last year, John Wesley Powell. We have cut through the sandstone limestone met in the upper part of the canyon and through one great bed of marble 1,000 feet in thickness. In this, great numbers of caves are hollowed out, and carvings are seen which suggest architectural forms, though on a scale so grand that architectural terms belittle them. As this great bed forms a distinctive feature of the canyon, we call it Marble Canyon. John Wesley Powell.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice!
Sunshine, I'd really like to tell you, oh my sunshine, even though your skies are blue, you're drying up my bed. How can I get any rest now? Sha la 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 la. Someday you will get the best of me, oh, someday. Probably when I'm old and gray, I'm lying in my bed, and I will soon be put to rest now. Sha la 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 la.
Who's Sam?
Sunshine, I'd really like to tell you, oh my sunshine, even though.
How was the...
Back up a little bit so I have a better view.
How was the hike?
Please don't back up. Good. We're here. It'll be easier going down.
Yeah. I wish we had wings. See this view.
Incredible. Far up.
Probably when I'm old and gray, I'm lying in my bed, and I will soon be put to rest now. I'm lying in my bed, and I will soon be put to rest now. Ooh, ooh,
Keep it up. Where's your boyfriend at? I'm lying in my bed, and I will soon be put to rest now. Ooh, ooh. It's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. Now I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free.
Today, as we were touring the Grand Canyon, we went to a place called the Little Colorado. When I first arrived there, I thought, this cannot be part of the Colorado. It looks like the Caribbean. The water was unbelievably light blue. Anyway, I was pretty excited. It looked pretty fun. So we headed up the canyon on a little walk, and then we all decided we were all going to jump in and go for a little swim. And actually, I had so much fun because I've never done anything like that, like going down a rock slide and in rapids. And anyway, it was really fun. The water was warmer, so it was perfect.
Tofu stir fry tonight.
Oh.
Go tofu.
Is that why you're studying the ingredients, directions?
I've never had tofu. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm trying to figure out what else they would need us to do. I have figured that out.
Yeah.
Now we have to chop.
We have an unknown distance yet to travel, an unknown river to explore. What falls there are, we know not. What rocks beset the channel, we know not. What walls rise over the river, we know not. Oh well, we may conjecture many things. The men talk as cheerfully as ever. Jests are bandying about freely this morning, but to me the cheer is somber and the jests are ghastly. With some eagerness and some anxiety and some misgiving, we enter the canyon below and are carried along by the swift water. John Wesley Powell.
Hance is generally acknowledged to be one of the toughest rapids in the Grand Canyon. I held my breath in the quietness, listened, and could hear the distant seashell sound of it a full 3 miles away. Richard Wallace.
There's something about you, tears me inside out whenever you're around. There's something about you, speeding through my veins and then we hit the ground. There's something about this rush, take it away, it made me feel so good. Got a feeling, we got a feeling. Get feeling
entering a very old part of the canyon full of Vishnu schist. It's this black, smooth rock that is slanted at a completely different angle than the rest of the canyon we've been through. In fact, you can see up there, it's flat. It's always been flat, but now it's vertical. It's pretty incredible. Enjoy the tour.
There's something about your kiss, haunting and strange. The man who feels so good. I get a feeling, I get a feeling. We got a feeling like we're alive. We just can't get enough. We just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. This world ain't got too much.
My favorite part of the trip was probably hitting the No Name Rapids, where we all thought were small stuff, and it turned out to throw us all for a loop. Jeremy almost going over a rooster tail rock, hitting holes that were humongous, and almost flipping the 18-footer. Chuck, and probably the best was Chuck and Sam. They almost flipped nose over heels, but luckily Sam just hugged around the nose and was grabbing onto the bottom of the boat, and that saved him. Put him right over the wave. And just in closing, this has been another great adventure with the Trichlers, and I hope that we can do it until we're young as Jim.
Right. Full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
The gorge is black and narrow below, red and gray and flaring above with crags and angular projections on the wall. Down in these grand, gloomy depths we glide, ever listening, ever watching. John Wesley Powell.
And you're rushing headlong, you got a new goal. And you're rushing headlong, out of control. And you think you're so strong, but there ain't no stopping, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do, no, there's nothing you can do about it. No
David, how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Sam, at one point I looked up and Sam blocked out the sun from my view. It was incredible. Woo! That was a roller coaster.
Now the boat is carried to the right, perhaps close to the wall, and again she is shot into the stream and is perhaps dragged over to the other side, where caught in the whirlpool she spins about. In pulling across, the bow of the boat is turned to the farther shore, so that we are swept broadside down and are prevented by the rebounding waters from striking against the wall. There we are tossed about for a few seconds in the billows and are carried past the danger. Below, the river turns again to the right. The canyon is very narrow, and we see in advance but a short distance. The water, too, is very swift, and there is no landing place. From around this curve there comes a mad roar, and down we are carried, with a dizzying velocity, to the head of another rapid. On either side, high over our heads, there are overhanging granite walls, and the sharp bends cut off our view so that a few minutes will carry us into unknown waters. Away we go, on one long, winding chute. I stand on deck, and the boat glides rapidly, where the water is smooth or striking a wave. She leaps and bounds like a thing of life, and we have a wild, exhilarating ride for 10 minutes. The excitement is so great that we forget the danger, until we hear the roar of the great falls below. Then we are back on our oars. John Wesley Powell.
Can you tell me what's going on here? Why is there a boat up on the? Why is Sam up on the rocks?
Well, Sam is about to take that boat out onto the Grand Canyon and do what no man has ever done before. And I think he's taking your wife along with him.
Oh no!
One fish for 10 years? Oh no.
This is a bad place to be, right, Sam? We're in the middle of all the boats.
Oh, jump!
Joe's gonna do it.
He's still in!
This is the narrowest part of the entire Grand Canyon. One guidebook says it's 75 feet wide and 100 feet deep.
When I'm tired and thinking cold, I hide in my music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped
Form and color do not exhaust all the divine qualities of the Grand Canyon. It is the land of music. The river thunders in perpetual roar, swelling in floods of music when the storm gods play upon the rocks, and fading away in soft and low murmurs when the infinite blue of heaven is unveiled. With the melody of the great tide rising and falling, swelling and vanishing forever, other melodies are heard in the gorges of the lateral canyons, while the waters plunge in the rapids among the rocks or leap in great cataracts. Thus, the Grand Canyon is a land of song. Mountains of music swell in the rivers, hills of music billow in the creeks, and meadows of music murmur in the rills that ripple over the rocks. All together is a symphony of multitudinous melodies. All this is the music of waters. The animate foundations of the earth have been wrought into a sublime harp, which upon the clouds of the heavens play with mighty tempests, with gentle showers. John Wesley Powell.
Tell me more about your job. She asked me, she goes, so where should I sit?
You know, I teach kids.
You teach kids? What type of stuff do you teach them?
You got a little ditch at the rocks up there? I'm ready to get pushed out on the boat.
Went up this canyon, and once you get up a bit, it narrows together. You walk up the water the whole way, and it narrows together into this windy snake of a canyon, of a little slot canyon. There's water coming down through it, the waterfall, which makes the rock super slick. Once we got to the top, it opened up into this really pretty canyon. There were tons of rocks to scramble on, and this is where the water was coming down. That made it really pretty. And
You have to pull hard right here, but you have the lateral wave pushing in there. I'm shooting the rapid. Watch the eddy, watch the eddy! No!
yeah, it's cool. Here, Scott about it.
I was like walking along the trail, and then I saw something about 5 feet to the right of me, and I looked at it, and it was a golden eagle. Just standing there looking at me.
Living is so much better now that you have almost tasted death.
take me by the hand. Pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long. I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand.
What are we trying to do here?
Trying to get from here to there, and we don't even know where there is. If we get up there, we got another one and another 20 feet. We might end up in the same position and 20 feet further. We'll try it anyway.
At least we have all the rocks up there already.
And we're putting more rocks up there. Or not.
I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand. By the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with me. I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand.
Is thick with anticipation this morning as we got up, got our boats rigged. We're motoring on over to Lava. This is the pinnacle, the acme of the entire trip, the hardest rapid, the thing that everybody talks about. I mean, personally, my nerves are a little high right now.
Lava Falls, which has caused more upsets than any rapids in the canyon, is about 80 yards wide and 300 long. On the standard scale of rapids, its rating is somewhere above 10, the most savage whitewater encountered by boatmen in North America. It is the fastest navigable water in the Western Hemisphere, and at some points can reach up to 100 miles per hour. Richard Wallace.
No problem, man. Only been in country short distance, but I can run that rapid.
Good, we're good. Yes, Jeff. Way to go.
To memorize your lies, I feel like I've been hypnotized. And then that magic man, he come to town. Woo-wee, he done spun my head around. Said recess is in session, 2 and 2 make 5. And now, baby, oh, I'm alive. Oh yeah, I'm alive. And if you wanna be a teacher's man, well, baby, you just have to get it. Rock got no reason, rock got no rhyme. You better get me to school on time. Ah, yeah! Yeah!
Lava, we had a fairly clean run. I have a lot of confidence in Jim as a boatman. I've been rafting with him for many years, and he had a really good line through Lava. I wasn't concerned going through it. We ended up a little bit more right than we wanted to again because we were trying to avoid this big wave that was certain to flip our boat. So
What exactly was with that eddy at the bottom, Jeff? That looked pretty interesting. Can you explain that a little bit more to us?
we decided that since the average run in lava I had read was 20 seconds, and we thought that was a little too short, we decided to stay in it a little bit longer. So we just decided to sort of eddy out on the right, and then we just sort of stayed in the eddy a while for several minutes just to sort of enjoy lava a little bit longer. It was surging, and I have to admit, I was issuing some gentle suggestions to Jim about things that he should avoid doing, such as flipping us in that eddy, since it tended to go like sort of round and round and round, and if I was swimming that I would sort of stay there for the rest of the day.
Did you offer any other kinds of constructive criticism?
It was mainly just like, don't flip the boat, why don't we just stay here until they get us a rope, things like that.
And now be honest in this, would you say that you guys got out of the eddy more because of your instructions than his skill? Or
It was totally Jim's skill. He assured me that afterwards too. I mean,
what does your gut say that you probably played more than 50% part of it?
Well, I think eventually, actually, lava got tired of us.
Oh, okay.
And they thought we had overstayed our welcome and just sort of let us go. But
well, I'd just like to say for the camera that was very impressive. We're glad that you're here today.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hallelujah, she's a rolling.
The Grand Canyon of the Colorado is a canyon composed of many canyons. It is a composite of thousands, of tens of thousands, of gorges. In like manner, each wall of the canyon is a composite structure, a wall composed of many walls, but never repetition. Every one of these almost innumerable gorges is a world of beauty in itself. John Wesley Powell.
TV papers all standing in line to be the first to sell the story of the end of time. Got the feeling pain on the doors and the sides, in all the passing colors of Oklahoma skies. She's the color of my heart, color of my jeans. She's a two-door picture of a broken down queen, the singing
tug of war.
You find it?
Rain or shine, you guys are out here.
Hey, he's a perfectionist, that guy. He doesn't quit until he finds what he's looking for. Yep, that's important. We only had a preliminary spot, I guess.
Solo?
No.
Leave the master behind.
Train wreck down! Right into the cliff.
I have flight ambition.
Take a look. Thank you.
It's the master at work.
What are you doing right now? Are you thinking group or thoughts?
No, I'm trying to put myself in the place of someone who is groovy, and of course it's a few inches higher.
I'm not exactly sure what really goes into the perfect spot, but Sam knows it when he sees it.
Let's go.
To their cities and their biggest citizens singing hallelujah, hallelujah, baby, hallelujah, she's a rolling on home.
See what I mean? He's the best.
Sam proposed a couple spots for the groover. This was one of them, that you could zip line to the island and then zip line back, or ferry over. He's kind of weighing these different alternatives, but he's checking it out.
Put both ends of it, so then you can just ferry your way out, do your business out on the island, and ferry your way back.
He's been talking about this all trip, and he really wants to make it happen.
Pretty smooth ride. Scott, how you feeling about this?
Satisfied?
400,000 miles, broke down truck, got crawled out in Nashville on a broken down road. Fallen to rust at the helms and the seams. She's painted the color of broken down dreams. Rust in a race where thin as a dime. My 58 Apache gets to work on.
You cannot see the Grand Canyon in one view, as if it were a changeless spectacle from which a curtain might be lifted. But to see it, you have to toil from month to month through its labyrinths. It is a region more difficult to traverse than the Alps or the Himalayas. But if strength and courage are sufficient for the task, a year's toil is a concept of sublimity that can be obtained never again to be equal on the hither side of paradise. John Wesley Powell.
Hallelujah, standing all alone.
Oh, 16 days in the river, 14 years of planning, organizing, thinking about this.
We first got into the big rapids. Horn was a great time.
We had Granite and Hermit and Horn. A lot of wave trains. That was a lot of fun.
My favorite memory on the trip was for the first time experiencing the size of the waves on the Grand Canyon.
Running the rapids and seeing such a mighty, strong river that everybody has talked about.
I saw Chuck's head rise above the water, but I didn't see Jeff's, and that got my adrenaline going.
Waves that were far, far larger than anything I'd run before was really a thrilling experience.
Nelson hooting and hollering down Hermit and Lava. He just had such a good time.
No, Hermit was really exciting because the holes weren't there, but the waves were huge.
We scouted Lava. I think everybody thought I was building it up a little too much. I think they changed their minds once they saw it. Lava's big, it's busy.
I remember dropping into the V, and after that, everything went so fast.
Yeah. We wedged ourselves in as much as possible so we wouldn't slide out. Looked for a good handhold.
Hit the last wave and started climbing out of it, and it sucked us back in, and then just said, I don't want you. And it's probably because Karen left one of her golden locks at Vulcan Rough.
That was lava for us. It was over so quick. We were like, let's do it again! So maybe someday we will.
Great to be out here again, camping, sleeping by the river, seeing the stars, getting to know people a little bit better, and getting to know some new friends. So another great trip.
Food was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Awesome, great rapids.
Beautiful scenery.
It was just great people, great food, great.
Things you see that
It's
you
very
didn't even know was
memorable.
there. Yeah, very
Our
memorable.
church service.
Oh,
That was good. That was good.
Where we had it was even more spectacular.
All the hikes, the day hikes.
The music.
The Little Colorado.
It was
Anyway, everything. We have so many memories.
every day there was something that was just amazing, which was incredible to think every day we're going to have some special experience.
We were the only group or party launching that day. No privates except us. There was a commercial and there was a boat there, but no one was to be found. So it was a lot of work, but we were excited because we knew that soon we'd be on the river.
This is probably as best as it gets. Warm evening, overlooking the river, the canyons, the sunset. Everyone's just kind of sitting back and enjoying each other, totally relaxed.
Listening to the violin that Lindsay played in all the caverns that would just echo in such pretty amazing ways.
So we wake up when it gets light, and then when the stars are out, that's when we go to bed. And when you're on the rafts and looking at the canyons, it's very majestic and beautiful.
My favorite memories of the trip are the Little Colorado River when everyone was having fun and jumping in and making trains and going down, and I thought that was a beautiful, really fun, carefree time.
And that responsibility that comes with being a Goover operator is also quite satisfying as well.
1 second we were upright, singing along, enjoying the scenery. The next minute, I'm swimming with the fish.
I think my favorite part is it was our time off the river. It was really fun to
get off the river and go and do little slot canyons. I really feel like we did a cool thing by doing all those slot canyons because we really experienced the whole river trip.
We had to crawl up through the water and figure out how to get up and kind of rock climb without a rope, and that was a lot of fun.
One of my favorite memories about the trip is waking up early in the morning and seeing the sunrise and the canyon walls start glowing with the sun.
It's really fantastic to be out and just being here and doing this for so long that it's starting to feel so natural and so normal. And the friendships that we made with new folks and getting to know people, getting to know yourself.
It's been incredible being in this amazing canyon and seeing the layers of the earth.
It makes me think about all the different things that I could be doing to have a richer life.
My ultimate goal was not to go in the water, and I achieved that goal.
Michelle is a phenomenal duckier, IKer, and it's cool to watch her just float, and you don't see your head, and then you see your head, and then you don't see your head, and then you see your head.
I really enjoyed the people on the trip, as well as the hikes. They were just a lot more lush and beautiful than I ever imagined, and this is one trip that I will go back to San Diego with lots of smiles and good memories.
I feel very thankful that I was able to run this river with such a great group of people.
One of the greatest things that I have ever done, and so I'm so happy to have been able to do that and been able to share it with such great people.
The food was great. The people, there'll be memories that'll last a lifetime.
This trip has an awful lot involved in it. The food's fantastic. The rapids are fun. I can't remember any of them, even the ones I went upside down on. But it's all about the camaraderie. We really look out for each other, and the stories are fun. The giggles, the laughs, the stories around the campfires. But we count on each other, and when we go upside down, and it takes each other to pull the other one out. We trust each other. It was especially fun this time because Nelson and Sherry have been planning this trip for 15 years, and it was neat to be a part of it, and I'm grateful for that.
I'm just really pleased that we had an opportunity to bring our best friends with us to enjoy this this time, and hopefully we can do this again in years to come.
Yeah.
Steph, you did a good job.
That was way good.
That felt
swallowed
good.
a bug.